All right, welcome everybody. Doug here with the LincolnList.com. This is a stock market weekly review for the 19th of October. Hope all is well with you. Hard to believe already, man, right? October? Seemed like the first of the year not too long ago. This year's just smoking through. I know it's the same time as every year, but it just seems like, man, it's just clicking off the months here. We're almost done with the year. So if you're sitting there, you're thinking about, man, where was I in January with my trading? What did I want to do? Have I achieved those goals? Where do I stand? If you're looking to just finish out the year strong, you're looking to change where you're at now. If you're just sitting there, it's simple as this. If you don't like where you are right now as a trader, you want to be better, visit thelincolnlist.com, take the 14-day free trial, see our educational format unfold in real time, and see if that's what it takes to get you to the next level. Now let's just get right down to business here. I'm going to talk a little bit about the SPY as we always do, and this is just one great chart to kind of display to you what how big emotions are in trading. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, right? A couple weeks ago, the world was over, right? The world was done. The market was done. We're going low. We're down to 185. I even thought, hey, we might see a test of the lows there. A couple weeks later, here we are. World is good again. Everybody's back to buying stocks. A couple weeks ago, nobody wanted them when they were cheap. Now everybody wants them when they're expensive. It's a beautiful thing. The stock market, you got to love it. So if we look at this technically, you're now back above the 50 moving average, and I got a lot of mess here, but we've got just 203.30 area here, this high, roughly in that area, from the Fed announcement in September, before this little small correction here. We're back up there. We're kind of touching it. So it's important to see what we get at the beginning of Monday here, how it handles this actual 203.30s. I mean, maybe we get a nice break of that and up into the 205s, but again, it all has to play out. The thing about this market, though, last comment here about it, is this: every time you're ready to write it off, you get these sharp V recoveries. You can see I drew it in here last week. Still more strength, so we'll just let it play out. We'll play it accordingly, but the SPY, pretty strong here. Stocks back in favor, everyone. That's what they want now. So we'll see if we make a move to 205 or we come down and test maybe this lower area, 199. Now, we also seen some ridiculous moves in stock, and I think the first one we've got to look at here has to be this RDUS. This thing was just left for dead a few days ago. I mean, it's just folding from 76 down into 50. Every bounce is getting sold. It's just a mess. Then some speculation comes out that they're going to be bought. They're being offered 90 a share, which seems awful generous, but I've seen worse. And, here you go. I mean, you've literally made one sick move over the last 3 days, really bouncing from the mid 45s up to 70. And just to absolute, I mean, and Friday's action up here on the top. I mean, all day, just people scooping up every single bid. I mean, just a nutty move. So here's what we're going to do. I mean, maybe there's this chance it does. Right now, as the time I'm doing this, I haven't seen any information that comes out in either camp here saying they confirm or deny that. And I think that's, people were buying this thing late into Friday right here, like this deal was going to get done over the weekend. So nobody wants to miss. Again, showing you the emotions of trading. I mean, this is all from really this point on is just all chasers, just everybody not wanting to miss out on the move. And maybe they're right. Maybe they're going to score on this thing, and it does for 90. But the thing is, if it doesn't, you got to think sometimes as a trader, if it doesn't, and something would come out bad, it doesn't look like it's going to be on the weekend. But if this gets denied or something, or maybe that happens first thing in the morning, this thing's going to get smoked. I mean, it's going to really gap down heavy. So we're going to be looking for how this plays out this week. I think until either one of these sides confirm or deny this, that's what's going to set this. As long as it remains speculation, this thing's going to continue to have strength, even though the technicals on this are ridiculously overbought. But a really big move, some good money to be made there. But I think now, as time goes on, it's going to be tougher. It's going to be more and more risky, because at any given moment, the news could come out and it could be good, it could be bad, it could be halted. I mean, there's a heavy risk, I think, in trading this thing, at least now. But we'll see what happens. I mean, if this thing comes out and it's negative, I'll be the first one on board to short this thing, because it's going to get smoked. But let's let it play out here. You're poking your head around 70, it looks like. Maybe a couple prints. Yeah, it's all speculation. We'll see what happens here with a little bit of this artist. Definitely on the top of the board. Also, CTRP. Another one that's kind of building a pretty good base. I got this alert set here for 72.56. I'm semi-interested in this one because you've got about a quadruple top. You see this starting all the way back in late August, and it just taps this, comes back, and here you are. You're really struggling at this point with the 72.67. So this could be a very this is a very valuable level for this stock. If you get that push above this 72.50 area, I think this is worth taking as a long. If it does break that, you're pretty clear to about 78, maybe not all in the same day, but you got a nice looking chart, really tight consolidation. No, I shouldn't call it tight consolidation. It's not. It's back and forth, but you do have a nice quad top there. So let's just watch it. If it continues to get rejected there, it could be a good short using that as a stop loss, but I want to just see how it reacts. See if it's got one more push up in there. I think if it did try to push up there one more time, you would see that move coming over 72.50, and maybe it doesn't work, but it's definitely something that probably should be taken if it clears that, providing the intraday chart doesn't appear to be overbought as well. But CTRP, I'm paying close attention to that. Also, QIHU, another one here, sneaky old QIHU. Some of these have just snuck back into the picture. This one has a decent day. Let me kind of open the daily up. It's kind of small, but you're right here. You're flagging. I mean, if these continue to stay strong, it's already made a pretty good move from 51 to 55. But there's still a lot more. The most important thing I think here for this one is this original pop that came from the beginning of the month. This really strong day from 47 when a lot of these rallies to 51. It's managed to, over the last 2 weeks, to hold that gap. I mean, just hold up this pull, so it hasn't immediately been sold off. As I always say a lot, you learn more in the retracement than you do with the actual move itself. And what I mean by that is, if let's say you're long, you want to be long, you're bullish on this whole QIHU thing. If you get this initial move, as a bull, you don't want to see it be taken out. You expect maybe a pullback or a couple of rest days. That's to be expected. But, if it gets immediately sold off back down to 47, that's just a buzzkill, right? That's just like, oh, that's disgusting. So it's managed to hold a lot of this up, consolidated nicely here for about 2 weeks, and it looks like you're about ready to ramp if you get a little bit of news favoring these kind of stocks. They start out pretty strong. Hey, this one looks good, maybe for a move, 56s to 60. So not too bad of a chart. Nice little flag there. So anyway, there's just a few stocks you can just kind of put on the list there and see how they play out going into tomorrow. As always, man, you guys need some help trading. I mean, you're sitting there. You as I said in the beginning, you're looking for some place to. It's not just what I always say about our room is it's not just like alerts. We're not just sitting there alerting people. That's not what this is about. It's about teaching you how to be a sustainable, successful trader. And it goes more than just alerts. It's about camaraderie, it's about support, it's about being in the right kind of environment that makes you want to go to work, that keeps you glued together through the tough times. So if you guys are looking for that, lincolnlist.com. As always, take care of yourself. Have a great week of trading. Talk to you soon.